Nuts, and today I'm going to be showing you guys the how to use photo mode and how to make your photos look realistic. I'm going to put some photos up on screen now on what I mean by realistic. As you can see, yep, they look real life, look like they're not even from the game. And don't get me wrong, the graphics in this game are amazing, but you should be able to do some stuff to make it better. So what we're going to do is you want to obviously start off with the car. I've chosen the 1973 Porsche 911 Carrera RS. There are plenty of other Porsches, plenty of other anything, but I think the 911 Carrera RS is a good car. It's got some nice shine to it. You see the wheels, quite nice. We're just going to drive up there to find a nice place to go. And the first thing you want to know about you'll take the photos is the settings you use for your photos and the after settings, which you need to know about later, but we're not going to worry about it now. Yeah, we're just going to park up here right now just to see if we can maybe get a good photo in there. I'm going to fire up photo mode, and we're going to go over here. If you want to just copy the settings that I'm about to put on the screen right now, so you want to copy those. So you have shutter speed 0, focus 0, exposure 53, aperture 13 usually. I say 13. Contrast 55, color I'd say maybe 50, but you can put it up higher. Brightness put down to like 45, or like I don't know, 47. Vignette up to 18. I usually put it out for anything. And you can focus, and you can do a special trick that I'm doing right now. As you see, I just did a weird zooming sort of thing, and you want to try and find where the sun is, and you want your camera to or your screen to be looking towards the sun, so you get an almost shine effect. Doing it near trees, you get quite a lot of like blur and stuff. But what I'm trying to do right now is I'm pushing up on the D-pad and down with the left analog stick. So I'll show you, yeah, like just there. So I'm zooming out, but at the same time moving backwards, but zooming in. So say basically just move backwards. So move backwards and zoom in at the same time. So you're moving down the analog stick and you're pressing up on the D-pad, and you get that. And I think the optimal zoom is about 1.8, but you can go a lot higher. So there we go. There's a little photo that you can get right there. It looks pretty good. You want to save that? You can screenshot it. So as I just said, you're going to want to screenshot it, and this is the most important part. You're going to want to upload it to your OneDrive, which needs to be on the same account and email as your account that you're currently taking your pictures on Forza. Or as an alternative, what you can do is you can go onto your computer and go on the Xbox app and download them from there from your captures if you want to upload them through your PC. But this is also going to be for phone users, which is slightly more complicated, but at the same time you can use a software called Adobe Lightroom to enhance your pictures a lot. So right now I'm just going to go and see if we can get another picture, this time a front view. Now the picture I'm doing here is one of the ones I showed you earlier, because I recorded this earlier, and it's weird because I don't understand, but alright. This is a front view of the car, and usually you're going to get a good front view of the car if the back view of the car looks bad, because that means that the sun's beaming on it and it just has no colour. It's got no reflections, there's no crispiness, shininess to it. So now that is a really nice picture there. You've got these nice lights, which I don't usually like lights. Most lights are usually very glary and they just don't go well with the picture. So I'm going to show you a trick in a minute to get I'd say a larger picture, and it would only really work with the phone way. Now as you can see right now, I'm turning the screen sideways by not literally turning over the monitor / TV. I'm like actually rolling over, so I'm on the D-pad, I'm going left, I'm going right, and I'm turning the picture on its side, so I'm looking at it from its side. And if you look at it from its side, that's what the picture will look like later on when we edit it. And later on in the video I will show you how to edit it and make it the right way around, like it is in the picture before, so it can fit Instagrams or any other social media sites guidelines or restrictions on how big the photo can be. So as you can see now, I'm going to go park underneath this tree. See if we can get a tree shot. Now tree shots are difficult to get in a sense, mainly because you do have to get the sun in the right place. You do have to get the angle perfect to make it look good. It is very difficult, I'll tell you. You will go through a lot of photos and you'll use a lot of space upon your computer trying to get photos on the trees because they are so difficult. Like a place like these where I am right now in the game isn't too difficult, mainly because the sun is up and it's alright, but if it's slightly lower it's difficult to get the right angle, and sometimes the right angles don't look good. So as you can see, we have this lens flare. I'll say it's a lens flare. I'd say it's an overlay sort of filter. As the grass is very nice. All you have to do is focus in on the car with the aperture, maybe about plus 13, maybe more, and you can get it right. So I think I might have just found the right angle just here. Like that might have been just the right angle. I might have just passed it, but even then you can still get some nice shots. So here we're actually going to do an under the bridge shot, which shouldn't be too difficult because usually if you're underneath the bridge, if you get to the right section of the bridge, usually just outside of underneath the bridge and just outside on the road, you can usually get some nice reflections coming off the car. As you can see, I just put a little bit of sepia on there to make it look like duller, to see what that does. So now I'm just experimenting with the aperture and angles, and as you can see I tilt it over to the side to get the larger picture, which I will use later on. And now I am getting to that right angle. There's a perfect angle right there with the... Alright guys, so now what you're going to want to do is, after just basically listen to all of that and look what I've done, you want to get your OneDrive and you want to get your Lightroom and downloaded and installed ready. You're going to open your OneDrive and you're going to want to go to the image that you have uploaded to OneDrive through your captures on Xbox or your PC. So what you want to do is you're going to want to go find one. So I'm going to use this. I think I might use this. I'll use this unicorn one. I think. Yeah, I'll use this unicorn one right here. You want to press save, and then you want to press save in the corner. There we go. It'll prepare, and you'll get your files start downloading. And there you go. It's downloaded complete. You want to close your OneDrive, you want to go to Lightroom, make an account, sign in with Google. It's easy, it's free, it's good. You want to do that. I'm going to press on that little blue icon in the bottom that has the photo and the little plus symbol. And once you've done that, it will come up with a gallery full of your recent photos. So now we're in the gallery, and you want to press on the one that you just downloaded from OneDrive. In my case, it's that unicorn one. You press that, then you want to press all photos. It will say one photo successfully imported. Press all photos, and then you press your one that you've just imported again, and then bring you up with this sort of editing menu. Now, the first thing you want to do is you really want to go to your light and mess with your exposure and contrast to see what you can do. And I do like my exposure like a little bit higher than usual. I don't want my contrast too high, and you don't want anything too high or too low. You just want it to. If you're going to put high contrast, then you're going to want to put high exposure. If you want to put low exposure, then I'd put high contrast. But if you want to have low highlights, then I'd have high shadows. Same with the whites and the blacks. Mess with those. Usually a higher contrast gives you some more, you could say, saturated tones and very clear, like that make the water very clear. This is the temperature and the vibrance. The vibrance I usually put quite high, not too high so it looks like a cartoon, but just enough so you can get some of those colours that the game just can't achieve. You have grain as well, and the grain isn't too important, but if you really want to go for that grainy picture, then you just do it. There you go, that's the grain. Now the best three, you've got your clarity, your dehaze, and your vignette, and the clarity really does change the photo up a lot. It sharpens it and changes the structure of it quite a lot. And along with it's just one big editor. The dehaze does take a lot of time, just a little bit of time to process, but after it, there you go. That's what happens if you put that on the max dehaze. It's crazy. It does do some wonders. But there's the dehaze. Looks pretty decent. What you want to do now is you want to press those three buttons at the top and press save to device and press highest available quality, and then you just press OK. Once it's said that the photo has been exported successfully, you want to just exit Lightroom and you want to go over to your desired place. I'm also going to show you how to edit the larger photos as well. So right now I'm going to go and take that little Porsche one I've got, that little spare one, and I'm going to speed it up and show you what I'm going to do with that one. So the first thing you actually want to do with these longer ones is press crop and press rotate to left and then press the tick. Once you've done that, you're free to edit, and then you can just do whatever you do really. Okay, so now I'm just going to show you what you would do if you were to post one of these images to Instagram. So now I'm going to go and get the photo we just got, which was we're going to use the Porsche, and what you want to do is you're always going to want to press, as soon as you upload a photo, any photo, no matter if it's the big one or the smaller one, you're going to want to press that little that little zoom out button. Never zoom in like what I just did there. Always zoom out as much as you can, and once you're there, you can go up and down to say choose where the positioning of photos, because Instagram can't fit a whole phone screen as a picture, so you need to press that little crop thing, and then you can move it to the top, so the cars at the bottom, or you can move it to the bottom is the path. But for me, I would usually do the cars at the bottom and then the scenery in the back. Instagram does have some good filters, but I wouldn't use them because it does make the quality of your original photo drop a lot. So I would try and stick to not using like sharpen, highlight, shadow. It's a good editor, but you just want to use the light. You just want to use Lightroom. I mean, the looks is good. Looks is good. It's like the only good thing, but I think you have clarity for that, and it's probably the best thing you can use. And that's really all I've got to say for the video. It has been a very long video, but it's important, so I can tell you what it is, how to do everything. It's kind of confusing. Once you've done it once, do it all the time. It takes about 3 minutes to get your photo set up and everything, so there you go. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.